of Shades, we have Charlemagne come over here to take out this fortress in Raincoat. Let's see what's in here. I don't know if the end card was up for long enough. That might be very annoying if I didn't leave it up long enough.
Yeah, it might.
What the hell is going on with this castle?
Goodbye.
Why is it falling?
Goodbye.
What?
Oh, okay. The sudden stop in pressure did not instantly evaporate this castle just by the pressure of stopping at once. Okay. Oh my god.
Why are we being
Fucking
forced?
Attack on Titan.
Oh,
This
no,
is
we're
Attack on Titan. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not wrong. What's
Now
gonna
it's,
happen?
now
God
it's Mario
cheating
and
gimme.
There was this one Mario game where Luigi grew a giant and Mario was
To
on top
overcome
of
the
his head.
last
I
stand
cannot
of
remember
Phantom,
what that was.
will tear through all obstacles with this mega-sized god. Great onset destroyer. Me.
What fun.
Let's do this, Master.
Oh god. Fucking, oh lord, she coming! Oh god.
Oh my god,
Okay.
wait, what? Take attack. What?
Oh,
Okay.
oh. This is turned from Mario to Sonic real quick.
Last giant. No wait, gigantic iron balls
what's
release
funny?
spin
No, this is
forces.
just kinda like
Okay,
a one
so
Mario
basically,
game.
kick is perfect.
Gotta look that up now.
When an obstacle closes in on the screen slows down, press the button to attack. Okay. Missing the input means failure, taking damage, so be careful. Yeah, listen. All
I
right.
won't let you have the truth.
What?
Good job.
I pressed fucking A. What was it? Did I do it too early? I guess.
It's supposed to be Y, not A.
No. No.
No?
This is for a different thing.
Oh. I guess this is tackle, not kick.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways, this is
Destroy
reminding me
usual
of
semi-pure corresponding tackle.
Team.
Again, when the screen slows down. Okay, so I must have pushed the wrong button. Yeah. Try not to take damage.
Go
Gotcha.
away! Give up and scram!
I see.
Okay.
But yeah, this
jump.
reminds me of Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
Watch out.
Yeah, gotcha.
Your deduction is wrong! Go away!
Okay, so I did it too late. I did the kick too
Don't come
late.
any closer! Stop it! Switching the first and fifth cards is just your imagination. It's a completely baseless lie. There's no evidence they ever swapped.
No, they're definitely destroyed. Okay, wait, okay.
Check.
Yeah. There are obstacles that even God, me, can't destroy without a solution
Come
key.
on, hurry up and decide.
Okay, open the solution key and pick a key
Of
that
course.
contradicts it. Yeah.
Use the solution
No evidence
key
that
to
you
smash
swapped
their
the
wall,
two.
Master.
Okay, it's gotta be the historic place.
Huh? Come on!
Yeah. It's the only thing that makes
No,
sense.
there are traces of a
Good
swap.
job.
The warped plate from Car 5.
The reason that plate was burned so thoroughly is because originally it said Car 1. Left as it was, it would have messed up your plot to make
But
Car
awkward.
1 look like
Okay.
Car 5.
What is that
That's why we made extra
Terminator-esque
sure it was
dash?
burned beyond recognition.
Just a straight beeline.
Yeah, I it reminds me of I run, except I'm even less significant with my moves, where it's very like I look like I'm trained for running.
Here I go.
Yeah, like, good form, I guess.
That's nonsense!
God damn it.
Heck. Good job.
Yeah, I forgot what
Disguise
button to press. Shut the fuck up.
No!
Hey.
You didn't do that! Stop it! Stop! Go away! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! It just happened to
Man,
be
come on,
easily
man.
burned.
Can't
But
move all these
with it burned,
walls.
You have no way of knowing what number car it was.
What's the next key you want me to use?
So there's nothing backing up your deduction. You have no hard evidence proving that location was the first car.
What do I have
Looks
that
like we
would
need
say
another
that?
solution key to boom kill him. Good luck, Master.
The only thing that would have to be the bloodstain. That would be the only thing it could be.
I guess.
Yeah, it'd have to be this. This would be the only thing, because I don't think it could be the knife.
There is proof. The bloodstain on the inner lock of the infirmary in car 5.
Because he purposely hid that so he wouldn't notice it.
The culprit probably didn't notice it.
Or, never
I
mind.
remember. It's my
That,
blood.
Wait, it's my
immediately
blood?
just.
When did we bleed on the
What?
lock? What the fuck?
We never even made it to the infirmary.
When I was trying to
Nobody.
get into the
There was this
infirmary in
line
car
that said
1,
nobody ever
I
came and
cut
got
my
us from the
finger on
bathroom.
glass.
Oh, when we first. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
I mean,
no, I can see that. I can see that. You know, you're breaking into a window, you're in the heat of the moment, I can see that. But he did not make any
I
mention
guess.
of it at the time. Like, I swear
yeah,
he did not
there
make
was
any.
no mention of this ever.
So,
Like,
When I
I
reached
have,
through to unlock
this came
the
out of
latch, I
nowhere.
must have gotten blood on it.
Okay.
I mean, I knew about it. I thought this is what he was trying to hide. Like, because I thought I knew this was going to be the deal breaker to show that this was the first car. But I assumed that it was from an attack by Zilch, and Zilch tried to hide it. Not that it came from us. At no point did our character be like, ouch, I cut my finger, you know? Like, nothing.
But that bloodstain would have been hidden while the interlock was open. That's probably why the culprit missed it. My blood, which was left behind in car 1, was found in car 5. This proves that someone pulled off the car switching trick.
You know what? That's why they didn't
Is the
mention
truth
it
of the
before.
case.
Because they were trying to hide the
because it would've
fact
made it
that it would have
probably
been so
crazy.
obvious if they told you, hey, this is my blood from
Yeah.
the first car. You know, it would have been like, oh, you know.
Why is this here? It would have probably ruined
Yeah, it would have
mystery.
broken a lot.
But
It
at
would
the same
have broken
time,
an entire twist.
It
It would have been
doesn't.
like, what?
It doesn't feel satisfying if the twist is completely out of nowhere. If it's more satisfying if the twist is right in front of your face and you
Well,
don't
it kind
notice
of was.
Like,
It
but,
was
like,
in front of
really.
our face. You could have figured that out. Like,
But at the same time, there was no mention of it ever, or even like
okay,
any
yes,
mention
I'll
of
say
us
the
bleeding.
cut
So
finger.
it
I will
really
admit the
was
cut
not in our
finger
face.
was something
was-
that came out of left field. Because he never mentioned
Right,
it.
like
and
all
when
of
he
the
looked
like
at
our
blood, he
blood,
wasn't
the
like,
fact that
oh,
it
this
was
is
our
my
blood
He
made
went,
it confusing.
oh, it's some blood on the lock. Like, I swear he never mentioned the blood. Can I check? I want to see if he usually said that the blood
That
was
would make
his.
sense. Of,
Because if it said it was on here the entire time and we just like completely looked over it, then that's on us. Who's on? Okay, no. They don't even have the.
it just
they
says
don't-
that there is blood on the lock. It
yeah,
just
they
says
don't
that there's
mention-
blood
They
there.
never mention it in the first car anyway, so that there's
Right.
no.
And the whole thing was like a cutscene, so there was like no specific like note of it. It really did come out of nowhere. With that one in particular, I'd say.
Yeah, I would simply say the cutting his finger is kind of BS. That one was not in front of us because they literally hid it
Right.
for purposes of making a twist more effective. I personally, I like the twist and I think it was pretty good. Because I don't think they could, I think if they told us about the blood in the
I
first
feel
car,
like-
we couldn't find the blood in the
Right.
fifth car. Or else the entire, like,
I
the
believe-
case would be cut in
okay.
half, you know? That's the thing.
I understand that, but counter argument, if the formula doesn't like if it doesn't properly work or if it's not, I believe you should make the sacrifices to make the writing like better, like the time sacrifice. I believe like they could have like made like at least made some note to it. If there was a note or a node to it, then it would have been like way better.
I don't
Right?
think there would. I think making
But-
a note would have ruined the twist because it would have become too obvious.
I
by
feel
then.
like they if it would have made it too obvious, then they should have changed the entire thing entirely. If the mystery becomes too obvious, if you put like just any pieces together, then I feel like it's not much of a mystery,
Well, no, it's
and
only
you're just
one
kind
piece of
of
evidence.
misdirecting your audience more than you're giving them a mystery. It does feel like it's more of a misdirection than a mystery. You
I
know?
can see that. But
If you're not-
misdirection is
right,
in a
that's
mystery. I mean, that can be somewhat expected, you know. If a mystery is the point of, okay, you're trying to figure out what's
mean,
going on, and
you're
misdirects
trying to figure out
are
what's
to
going
be
on.
expected.
I mean, you can expect a misdirect in a thing, but if the entire thing was misdirect, I just don't feel like
I
it's
don't
so
think
much
the
of a
entire
mystery.
thing is
Because
misdirect,
mystery,
What do you
I
mean the
don't-
entire thing is
I don't know.
misdirect? Because I don't think that's true. I think this one piece of evidence is also, is like,
it's
that
the
same
only
thing
thing
with
that
the
ties
contradiction
anything
with the-
together, is my opinion, is that it all revolves around this one piece of evidence being found, but there was no evidence of, like, this evidence before, like, we came into this area. Like, we didn't have, like, if it was just one piece of evidence that fit in nicely with everything else and you couldn't have, like, solved the mystery with it, then it's a good mystery. But if you have to hide a crucial piece of evidence until, like, you're expecting the audience to get it, it does feel a bit
I don't think
dumb.
they hid evidence. They hid
We didn't
they
get that.
hid they hid info. That's what happened. I will say there's a disconnect.
But I
to
believe
fact
the
that
idea of a mystery game should have, like, the info available. The idea of a puzzle is not the fact that you have no idea what to do. I mean, hold on. The idea of the puzzle is that you have all the pieces, but the satisfying moment comes from the aha. Not necessarily fixing the puzzle, but the fact that you figured it out from what you were given. But if it has to give you something, or if it has to tell you something, like at some inopportune time, or it just gives you it later on, I don't feel like it's as much of a... Because I see a mystery as a puzzle. That's how I'm looking at it. And I don't see it as a satisfying puzzle if you give it like that. Because that's what I think of a
comparing
mystery
two
game
puzzles
as.
too simplistic. Wow. Alright, that's annoying. Some technical
I
difficulties.
believe... yeah.
No, wait.
I can
that's
understand
only
that,
what
but
we
a mystery game is it's usually like a puzzle. That's what the idea of it is. You're piecing the mystery together. That is exactly what it is. It is a kind of puzzle. But
I just don't think
And-
these kind of big puzzles would be good for you either way. Like, to the point, just based on the fact that your memory.
No. I mean, that is true. But at least, like,
especially when
if
a
there
mystery
is some,
spans
like,
3 episodes, you
if-
might forget you might forget something from the
It
first
can be-
episode. It's possible.
that is true. But if the mystery itself is, like, unbelievably interesting, then I would remember. Because I love mystery personally. But if the mystery itself isn't interesting or, like, it doesn't feel solvable, I'm not necessarily gonna approach it or want to approach it.
I think the problem with this case
Or
was
if
two
it feels-
things in particular. One was the disconnect in the time when Zilch swapped with the body, because that was BS.
Right.
There's no way that happened. That was wait. Like if we were away for 30 seconds, maybe, right? But we were gone for 10, maybe 5 seconds, like 10 to 5 seconds. He's not the Flash, you know? Like, what they showed us was kind of BS with that one. But the second thing was, this particular evidence, when they did not mention it, at any point, they never mentioned he cut his finger. Like, if only they'd mentioned
That's
that
the
would have
thing.
changed it for me, honestly.
If-
Like, if they mentioned anything
That's
about
what I
cutting
was
his
saying
finger,
earlier. If they mentioned it earlier and it was also more well hidden to where you wouldn't have figured it out, or you wouldn't have... Like, a good mystery is when you have all the info, but you kind of look past it, kind of, because, like, your brain wouldn't focus on it. But the idea of the mystery is that your brain forces you to work on it. If they just don't give you all the details, because then it would be too easy, then they didn't make a good mystery in the first place. That's my idea. That's what I'm saying.
I think the reason why they didn't give the info is to make the thing longer, because obviously if you put it together too fast, obviously you could jump through it pretty quickly. If they even scripted that much, I doubt they did. It was kind of the whole, they scripted you to find blank, 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 you know, you had to find this, or you couldn't really jump from, okay, you know Zilch is not the
It
real
doesn't
dead body.
feel right. there are times
Now
where
maybe it's just this case. Maybe
in
later on,
mystery games
I
where I
doubt it.
feel like-
Maybe they're probably
do
less
feel like-
scripted more than likely. This is definitely a tutorial a little bit with like the incorrect answer
this is
and whatnot.
tutorial.
But
Maybe like the mysteries will just like get more intense and like just better since they'll get more intense, they'll be like less afraid to show you all the details or something.
He's so
But
cold.
until then,
Let us boom kill you
it wouldn't be
already.
the best.
If Car
I
1
also
became
I love
I
Doom.
like this story, the mystery either way. Just
Supposedly
even
hiding
if
in
the
the
last
infirmary,
piece
though.
did come out of left field, I like the idea of changing cars because even if I didn't know why or all the info, I built up the evidence to the point that he could have done it. He probably did it, but I didn't know the why. The why was the only part that I didn't understand at all until I still don't understand why he had to swap the cars 100%. Maybe it was just to confuse him more, I'm guessing.
It felt off. It didn't feel right as well. We'll
You
get
had
that
to have
later
checked the
on, I'm
fifth
sure.
But the
Maybe.
culprit wasn't there.
Was he though? Like, I'm not sure. He could've. He wasn't in the fifth car. He could've hid easily,
The culprit must have been hiding somewhere in the 5th car, probably someplace safe.
like the bathroom.
Potted
I
plant.
guarantee-
Behind the potted plant. Well, actually, I guarantee you it was in the conductor's car where the 2 doors were locked. Control room A
No,
was a locked room.
but how? I guess
That
he
we
was.
couldn't
I
get
guess he
into.
was able to drive it, so no matter what, he would have had to be in that room at one point. And did we
Yeah.
look in there? That's the thing I'm wondering. Cause
We
here's
looked
what I'm
through the
thinking.
window. We looked at the door and at the window, but it just said you can see a little bit inside the room, but you can't actually get in.
But I
That's
thought
all
that
it
they
said
couldn't
when we
hide
checked
in
the
there. I
doors.
thought it was saying they couldn't hide in there. Like there
I
wasn't room
don't
to hide in
remember
there.
saying that at all, but okay.
I think it has to be the restroom. I could see the main control maybe. Maybe I'm making up in my head about the hole and not be able to hide, but it's such a tight room that he clearly had access to the room. Like he could have gotten in there. We know that because he drove the car. But the restroom would seem the most obvious because we never even tried to look in the restroom. And it would be the easy spot for him to just sit, stand on top of a toilet and just be quiet, you know?
I guess.
Like, that would be the easiest room for him just to... And
yeah.
the infirmary wouldn't work. The infirmary would not work at all. Connecting doors wouldn't work. And
Yeah,
the
the
train door
infirmary
wouldn't work
makes the
either.
least sense to me.
So restroom or main
Yeah, that
control.
too.
And restroom is just the most obvious because it's the only room we couldn't search. The store did not have any
Well, we couldn't
notifications.
search. Right.
Unlike the
We
control
couldn't
room.
search
But,
the.
what do you mean?
Yes.
We searched the infirmary. The only room we couldn't search is
I
the
said we couldn't
infirmary.
search the control room.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying, is that it's either restroom and... Because if it's
You
not
said we
restroom, it has to
couldn't
be
search the
control room.
restroom, but we could the A room. So I was like, wait a minute, what? No, that's not right.
No, it wasn't. It was in the control room,
I
okay.
checked the restroom, but no one was there.
I did?
Yeah, we did.
Alright, whatever, sure. It's not like you can hide in one of the porta potties at all. No, never. What,
I
no,
mean,
just one of the
we
red toilets.
called
We
out
didn't
to
search
see-
the
we
toilets.
called out to see if anyone was there.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
but we called out to see
tell
if
me
anyone
you're
was
lying
there.
so
No
I
one
can know
was.
you're lying, you
which
know.
was
I
locked
know,
shut the
that-
entire time.
That is, but at the same time, that is the logic of this game so far. So, like, honestly, just
I
go
didn't
with
have
it.
the key,
It is
so
the
I
kind
could
of logic
never
that
have
this
gotten
universe
inside.
has.
I bet the culprit moved there from the infirmary while Car 1 was running on the second track. If the train's management company, Amaterasu Corporation, was involved, the culprit may have had the key.
When they have to have a key? Like, I'm good, like, my God, they would kind of have to give a key. They drove the car. Or programmed it, whatever, but they clearly had access to the control room.
And then they hid in a blind spot I couldn't see from the window.
What is
That's
this
how they got
blinding
past
light
me.
behind you? God damn, I can't see for shit.
God damn, the brightness,
It's not
it turned
me.
down the LED.
I'm not the culprit.
Uh-huh.
Great detective work.
What?
I'd call that a critical hit. He seems like he's barely standing.
Yeah.
All that's
What?
left is
No.
to finish him off.
finish him off? How do I do that?
That's a good question.
Shove all of your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
Okay, we just say,
Awesome.
bitch, we
Perfect.
have all the evidence, including headphones from the girl from Pichu or Poochie or whatever, and we'll slice you with it. So it's like, what? Okay.
Right.
Oh. Cinematics. Cool. A book? Oh, is this the conclusion where we have to, like, retell what happened or something? Yeah, we're done. Deduction D. whatever.
Time to expose this crime.
Okay, comic book time.
This is just Danganronpa 2.
What do you? Oh,
We
you
might
do.
as well call
Do
it
I have to remind you a third time that this is from the Danganronpa people?
Again, no, I know it is. I know
Why
it is, but at the same
why do you
time.
keep reacting like it's surprising?
It's
This is not. It's not. I tell you that much.
Just because it's the same company doesn't mean that they have no excuse to get a little bit original. This is the
This is
same
their original.
fucking thing.
It's their original.
This
What
is
the
the
fuck
same
do you mean?
minigame.
Yeah, it's their original. They started
It's
it.
not original
It's
if you
from
do
their-
it.
It is though.
Then it's their signature, not their original. Because it's not original if it's been used on multiple times.
It's the company's original. Like no one else
Signature.
uses this.
It's
Like,
their signature. It's the company's signature. I'll give you that. But get creative.
Dude, this is awesome. Stop fucking complaining, dipshit.
Alright, I'm not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong with it. I'm just saying,
You know, you
get
seem
something
to be
else.
saying there's something wrong with it. That's the problem, because there isn't.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think that they should, you
Alright,
know,
if you don't think there's
make
anything
their
wrong,
games
shut your
different
fucking mouth. You're not the
from
one
each other.
making the game.
I think they should. I didn't say that there's nothing wrong with the section. I didn't say I didn't have a problem with it in general. I said that they should, as I said, they should make their games more unique from each other. Not every game should
They
be the
are
same.
unique. Like, they evolve, yes, but they use similar styles to show how much they've advanced. This isn't it's the same.
I mean-
it's the same in the sense that yes, it's
I
still
know, I
comic
understand
book,
that.
but it's not exactly the same. They didn't just say, okay, remember that thing in
It's not
Danganronpa?
the-
Let's copy the
I
art
know.
style. It has its own thing, you know. Like if it was
has
a copy
its
and paste,
own
I can understand
style.
the annoyance. They do this for all
has
their
its own
games, and it
style.
always evolves. So shut your
But
damn mouth.
I wish they would be innovative. I don't
They
see it
do
as very
though. They
innovative.
make things
Just doing
sharper.
the same thing
They
over
change
and
the
over.
art
Even if it's
style.
if you just improve the art style of something over and over, but the fundamentals of it are the same. It's like
Because
Call of
they're all
Duty.
meant for
The
the same
looks of it are the
purpose.
same every. It looks slightly better every year, but it's the same game.
But it's meant for the same purpose, and it's also not bad.
I
Like,
guess.
why would you change an original?
I'm not saying it is bad.
overly when it's like, oh yeah, let's upgrade this.
Why would
guy,
you? Why
yeah,
would you?
and this is
Why
so
would you
well.
change a signature to try? You're asking me why would you change the signature to try something new and original?
Yeah, kind of. When everyone knows what this company is for if they're a fan.
Why?
You know?
Why do anything new when you can just do the same thing over and over again? I mean, honestly, why
that's a
take
bad
any risk
question.
at all?
Yeah, if you know
Why
your
take
company,
any risk?
you know your fans, like they're not complaining about this. You're the only one complaining over originality, and it's like if it was low quality and it's like it was only getting worse and I didn't know the other games, I would agree with you. But it only improves, and they all do the same
That's the
motive.
thing. I feel like you have the bias of a fan, right? I'm just coming at it from an objective standpoint, man. Like, I can admit, it is good, and there's nothing necessarily, like, fundamentally wrong with what it is. Like, again, there's nothing wrong with what Call of Duty fundamentally is, but if you have the same game over and over again fundamentally on how it works, and you just keep re-releasing that, then I have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with them either, and it's mostly because like, if you know your audience, you don't like why change your
Right.
shit when your audience isn't the one asking for it.
Because be creative. Don't you believe in art? The
I believe in
beauty
art,
of
but I
art
also
is taking a
understand
risk.
economics, and
Part
that
of
a
art
company
is
needs money, and if it keeps changing its art style every
Okay,
year,
first off, you don't fully understand economics, my man. First off, but I mean, I do understand what you're saying.
You keeping the
But
same style
your
to keep
idea-
a fan base appealed, happy, and so they recognize
appeased,
you.
right.
Appeased, and so you're
I
it's your
understand that.
recognizability. It's like Pepsi, you know?
Let me counter you. Let me give you a counter. Nintendo. Nintendo has fundamentally changed their games, their mascots, and a lot of different things about their company multiple times through history. And while each thing was a risk, sometimes it didn't work out, sometimes it made something truly universally amazing that revolutionized.
I know that Virtual Boy really broke the stock market.
No, but the NES and Super Mario Brothers is why you have video games probably at all, and it's not a dead industry. So
But they also
yeah,
have a lot more
innovation.
money to do that risk compared to
Actually, they did not. They did not. They were broke when they were first a company because they were a card company, which when cards were going out of business, they were also a taxi company. But anyways, Nintendo was not necessarily completely well off. But at the same time, like, this is not a poor company either. This is still also a major studio. This isn't your indie developer anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they might have been at one point, but they ain't. They ain't no more. They're a full-on indie company. So again, I don't feel like they have an excuse. I believe that there should be some risk in like making something new, and I believe that makes a good game and a good like company.
The train, maybe? No, I don't think it'd be that one. God, I hate the movement of this. Oh, awesome. Okay. No, okay, it's not these. Alright. Next page. Yeah. Alright,
Alright.
so now let me do X again, get my cushion and knife, and probably I think here. Alright, the next one. Do I have the next one? I don't know. He had to place this here, but was that here or was that the next window? No, it had to be here. Yep. What was here? So he's drinking tea. We're in the first car, maybe, I think? What's this one called? Knockout truck. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Gotta knock everyone out. Do I have enough for the first one now? The blackout, bed, apex, detach. Oh, this is the only one that's not an option, and I can't read what it is, so we'll come back to that one. Where was the culprit hiding? I mean, I think we're saying that it was saying. Did I? So wait, this is where. Okay, we see Zilch's. Okay. So under bed. Yeah, sure, he went under the bed fully. Alright, train detach is probably here? What was the culprit doing in the main? Yeah, I think it's right here. Okay. And then this one would be... Oh no, that's attachment of the first car, so let's go to the very end. So it was before we entered it, this has been here. Or no, shit, that might have been wrong. This, I think? It's asking, What did the culprit burn? Yeah, he had to burn the number 1. Like, I can't let that stay here. This must have been 3. No, what is this? What happened when the car 1 did... Oh, the blackout. Yeah, okay. Which body was found? Yeah, Apex. Yeah. And then what's the last one? Okay, that one... Who is the culprit? Oh, okay, I see what they're doing. You have to do that one last, and the last picture reveals it's Zilch. Even though... Wait, here? Yeah, okay, right there. So it must be the amateur breast, okay. What? Oh, I backed out on accident, that's what I did. There we go. What? Oh. I already did not have the right picture selected. And now, all the way to the back! And the culprit of this whole thing is... Zilch, you bastard!
Wow.
Mystery unraveled.
Step right up, step right up.
What is this?
5 master detectives slain before their time. And Amaterasu Corporation has mastered
I
in
was
their
gonna end it, but we're
Truth
stuck in
bombs
this,
are about
so...
to be dropped.
Alright.
Time for the
We're
Actually, I
stuck.
could
Sorry,
pause.
it doesn't matter.
I could pause that.
Nah, don't worry about it. Let's just
The
finish
incident
this.
unfolded aboard the Amaterasu Express,
Yep.
which was on its way to Kanaiwar.
Oh. So I
They
got
rushed
respect.
onto the train as it was about to depart. At that time, the train was made up of 5 cars.
All because you were fast
Right.
asleep in the lost and found, Master. If you'd kept snoozing, the case would never be solved.
When the train started moving, it was only 4 cars long. The 5th and final one was left at the station.
And so, the culprit's scheme had already begun. Meaning Amaterasu Corporation was involved from the get-go.
On the train, the master detectives were gathered together in car 2. That was the dining car.
Why do we
The
have purple
culprit had
hair?
already mixed a knockout drug into every drink there.
Don't worry about it.
The
Imagine it's like
culprit was the
logic.
first person on the train, so they could prepare in advance and wait for everybody else.
Yep.
I felt unwell, and Melanie went to the trouble of pouring me a coffee.
Yeah.
After drinking it, I started to feel drowsy. I was hearing things at the time and thought that I might be seriously ill, but it was actually the drug.
Oh, so you thought yours truly was responsible? Sticks and stones won't do much to a good god, but slander stings.
I'm
The
sure.
culprit sent me off to car 1 in order to frame me as the killer.
I'm sure the culprit didn't expect you to get sick, Master, but
No, I think that was kind of the play.
since you look like a super easy target, they probably changed their plan and went after you instead.
I mean, I guess technically, maybe, sure.
Once I'd left, the other master detectives must have fallen asleep because of the drugged drinks.
I didn't think of this, but I didn't think of this until now, but potentially he had no idea we would be coming. Because the entire time there was only
Yeah, that is
expected to be
definitely
5. But I guess he wasn't one of the detectives, so he should have been expecting another one. He was just surprised how late you
Right.
arrived at. But yeah, it's very interesting. I didn't think about that
Culprit
fact.
burned everyone to death,
Yep.
setting all those master detectives on fire. On purpose! What a psycho!
It's not that hard.
This was when the culprit put their plan to frame me into motion. First, they carried Aphex's charred corpse to the infirmary in car 1.
The very first body we found.
I guess if we were in the infirmary, he would have just moved us. Because it was just convenient
Yeah.
we were in the bathroom. And he's like, well, you know what,
Then
that's
they
because he's
deliberately
great.
left a fire extinguisher near the restroom I was sleeping in. This was done to prompt me into smashing the door later.
Yeah.
Gotta have someone get inside somehow, or else nobody would find the body.
Next, the culprit entered the infirmary, locked the door, and laid down on the bed with Aphex's charred corpse.
Jumping into bed with a charred
He
corpse.
just didn't.
And here I
He didn't
was
see
told
this.
He was dead.
What do you mean? Yeah, this is new content.
Like, I know, but like, I feel like if we were, because we did go in the infirmary and then like look at his body, and we just, I don't know. It feels
Well,
a bit
what's your
weird that
fucking
we
point?
didn't
You're not
see
even
this
saying
this at
anything.
all.
You're just muttering to
I
yourself.
was thinking, yeah, I do that a lot. I do that a lot. Don't worry about it.
What was
Keep
the
going.
point you were even thinking of?
It was just like a bit weird that our character didn't think this was like we didn't see, like when we looked in the window, we didn't see like a second body laying next
Well,
to
no, he covered
So
up the
it
body.
just
He
feel-
made it so we wouldn't be able to see the body.
right. Okay.
A gentleman.
Right.
Because it is that he laid on top of the body, then got up, put the blanket over the body and hid under the bed. That's the idea. Like the body was there the entire time. His whole plan just relied on him hiding the body, which was totally possible because it was the same shape as him. So he was able to cover it up easily.
A knife
I
and cushion
guess.
created the red
Yeah,
hair.
the
Hell of a way to pretend to be dead.
Furthermore, the culprit set the room on fire just as I was waking up.
He's gotta have fire
While we were
powers.
sleeping, I felt someone come into the restroom. They
Yeah?
must have seen me then and timed it.
Really? Really? No,
Yeah,
but
that was
whatever,
it.
sure. Sure, you timed when
But
you would
I
wake
know-
up from your knockout drug. Uh-huh. No, I guess it is
I
a
mean,
science,
yeah,
technically.
but-
That is actually kind of possible.
It
If
is
you know
a
someone's
science.
weight,
If
and
it
you
was
know
to-
how much of the drug they took, you could actually calculate it. You couldn't do it to like exact seconds, but you know, the fire
Except
started
he
when we were
spiked-
looking at the room, so he
except
didn't
he
time
spiked
it.
everyone equally.
Well, no, I
He
just
spiked
mean
everyone
the
equally,
portion
'cause
of
he
his,
just-
like, the amount of his body.
Right,
Like,
right.
yes, it was equal across everyone, but if you knew the amount the person had taken and you
Right,
knew
this-
how big they
A lot of
were,
this doesn't make sense.
it's a math equation of just basically how
Right.
long would this take in effect, you know?
How much? Right.
And that's
Because
easy,
he added
and
it
that's
to the
actually
main supply of
possible to
coffee,
figure out.
but he
That's
saw
not
we
science
just took
fiction.
one. Right. It's not science fiction, but it would again require information that it would be hard for him to get a hold of.
Now, if
Okay.
you knew the exact poison, now if you knew the exact poison and knew
You see,
about
he mixed
because
it. He
there's
mixed
no way
it.
he's an
That
assassin.
is
Like,
true, but he
might be
mixed
an
it
assassin,
in.
He might know,
He's
like,
an assassin, right? I understand that, but hear me out. Like he added it. It showed him adding it to like the main source of like coffee
Yeah.
for everyone, which was like then late. Which was then later, like
well, that's what I'm
put
saying. You can't do
into.
it down to the second. I'm not saying
A
he could like determine the
single
exact
cup.
second. We would
I know,
wake up,
like
but he
how
can
it's,
estimate the
it
time.
wouldn't be. He could estimate it, but it'd be extremely like unlikely with the information he had, or would have to have had. It would have been like extremely loose.
I think he could have done it. easily.
Imagine like, right? Imagine he sets the fire like
No, I
30
think the
minutes
timing
early,
about
and
him
he
saying
just,
the
like,
fire
burns.
is BS no matter what, because the fire happened when we were looking in the room. It wasn't there beforehand. Like, that whole timing
Right.
is BS. They're just coming up with.
it is.
When I
It
woke
is.
up in the restroom and went into the hall.
I mean, yeah, and that's how I feel like with a lot of this game, though.
No, I only feel the only times I felt when it's BS is like the whole switching bodies and definitely the whole
The switching
idea that he
bodies,
timed
the blood on the log, the time on it. There's
I
just
don't
a,
think the time- I don't
and
think
it's
the
fine.
log-
There's just a lot of things.
I don't think the log is BS. I don't think the blood is BS. I think they didn't give us information. I'm not saying, like, clearly we were missing on something. Like, they gave us no clue about that. I get that. And I can get being salty about that. But that I could imagine being possible. Well, the thing that's hooking me is when saw the fire start, and secondly,
Right.
he could have not switched
Exactly.
bodies in less than 5 seconds. Those are the only 2 hang-ups I have, and it's because of how impossible they are.
Oh, that's some precise timing.
Yeah, no, it
I
isn't
caught a
though.
glimpse of Zilch in the infirmary, with a knife lodged in his chest.
But it didn't take long
Right,
for the
this-
smoke to obscure
okay.
everything.
That was when the culprit took out Aphex's burnt corpse, switched places with it, and waited for me to enter the room while hiding beneath the bed.
Wait, what?
The bed that was currently on fire. Of course, he went under it.
No. I thought they were saying he went under the bed. That's not what they're saying. He's saying he hid under the corpse.
Right.
What?
It's.
No, that's not what happened, you dick, you
Just
dumb
look
shit.
at the trick box. This is under a
Uh,
pillar of smoke.
I feel like you're
Meanwhile,
starting
I
to
found
get
the
salty
fire extinguisher
now.
on the floor.
Well, yeah, they're making a malarkey randomly, and they're like, oh yeah, he could have totally done that in 3 seconds. It's like, no, that's not what could have
I
happened.
smashed the window, unlocked the room, and went inside.
Just like the culprit planned. And that's why they left the fire extinguisher there in the first place.
After the smoke cleared, I found Zilch's body, burnt to a crisp. At least, that's what I thought. The
Okay,
choked
no,
corpse
he's
was
not
actually
hiding under the
Aphex.
body. That would be impossible. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. The way they word it sounds like he was just gonna hide under the body, which was not
Yeah.
the case most definitely. Because if you get close enough,
It
you wouldn't
is
be able to hide
probably
your
the other
body
way.
under another body. That would be too obvious.
Right.
Now, if he hid under
And
the
also,
parapet,
like-
that would be too. That's different. That's understandable, you know.
And in the cutscene, what bothered me is in the cutscene you could see like the body next to him, not under him or like whatnot. He was
Well, that was because he
laying
was setting
next
it
to
up.
him.
That wasn't- that
There was
wasn't-
still
he
an
wasn't ready
outline.
yet.
I mean, I guess.
Because
Sure.
the scene you're talking
It's
about
all
was when
about-
he was just getting prepared. He's
No.
like, okay, let me line up the body.
No, the scene I'm talking about was when what's his. You could see them laying next to each other.
You... Well, yeah, it's from an angle though. That's why. That's. I think that's possible because
Even
of the
at that
fact
angle, you wouldn't see the outline of another body on the other side of the. Not if you lose tunnel vision. If you get tunnel vision, you can totally miss the other body. I mean, I guess. I feel like the tunnel vision would draw you on both bodies,
No,
but
it would only
okay.
draw you on the one that you're concerned about, which is the one that you first notice.
Which wouldn't be the burnt one, but instead, okay.
And you would miss the burn. Plus,
Because that,
the angle was, and he didn't have a long
Alright.
time to look at the body. Like, supposedly the smoke just randomly reproduced, so it like doubled in 2
It
seconds.
just-
But if his vision wasn't
Right,
obscured,
even the
maybe he
slightest
would've
look at it,
realized
I feel like would, I
I
guess,
think
even
you
the
would have
slightest
to,
second,
yeah,
I feel
the only
like
thing you
that would
notice
have
is
noticed.
if you have pretense knowledge. It's with foreground knowledge that you would look. If you just saw a person in there,
Again,
who
this
was on
is the
fire,
same
you'd try to
problem I
save
had with it. This is the same problem I had with the knife. There was no immediate context clues of this until like after the case was over
What you
and
mean
like
about
we
the
had
knife?
to solve it. I mean not the knife, the lock. I said I meant like
okay.
it feels like they're again like for a couple things they're showing you a scene but then telling you that the evidence was there after you've already looked through the area instead of you just finding the evidence, you know. It feels like they're telling you that the evidence is there
I
after.
do agree with you with that fact. On all food, that is kind of BS. They
That's-
don't give you
that's-
any clues. That is understandable. But I can think
That's
of
what I've been saying.
a bunch of easy excuses for not seeing the body. There's so many explanations, and there's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't see it.
Right. That is, again, I'm hoping out for later game. Again, I do usually hope out for games that mysteries will become more
Dude,
complex
we're at 44
and
minutes.
also
we gotta get
better
over
written.
with this.
oh, right.
Actually, can I
Whoops.
pause right now? No, I don't think I can.
You can.
No.
Oh, well,
Plus,
it's
the
dead.
body was about the right size.
Okay.
I could technically just pull up the end card and lower the game volume. You want me to do that? Like, we know this case
yeah, go
already.
ahead.
Okay, I'll just do that. Let me
You do.
Like, we know what's gonna happen. It's, like,
Yeah.
we said our grievances. On the next episode, we're dropping this, though. This is not leaving this. This is not leaving
Right.
this episode. Because
This
we've spent easily, like, 12 minutes, probably even 15, just arguing about this game. So,
Oh yeah, I'd imagine closer to 20.
like, oh yeah, do this on
It's
the
fine.
screen. If you have any questions, send the comments below to our Discord server. It is linked in the description and in our about section, as well as our other medias in those same two places as they're associated. On the left is a recommendation from YouTube, and right is the series Rain Code in its entirety, where you can see that I figured this out. Well, I figured out some of the basics from the very beginning, which I'm quite proud of. Even if I didn't get the final twist or, you know, the blood, whatever, it's whatever. If they want to make bullshit randomly, it's a little bit annoying, but at the same time, I can make plenty of excuses for it easily. Hey, we will see you next time,
I mean-
fellow Shades.